Alright, welcome back to the channel. My name is Reggie Kay, and today I was on my way out, alright, but the mailman was walking in, putting mail into the box, and there was actually a package for me, okay? So this package that I already, opened up, cracked open, was from, from PSA. Okay, so I have 15 cards here that were graded and sent back to me, and I have an idea of which ones they are. I have a few cards that are just from my childhood. I wanted to encapsulate them, have them protected for the rest of the card's life, and then the rest are some Hidden Fates cards that I plan on keeping if they are a Gem Mint 10. If they are a PSA 9 or what have you, I do plan on selling them. So if you're watching this video and you want to buy some graded cards that are in slabs, you have first dibs. All right, just message me, let me know, and after a day or two, I'm gonna throw them up on the eBay page that is down below. And yeah, so let's get into this. After I do this graded revealing, I am going to head out to Psycho Turtle in Downey, and hopefully we win the pre-release kit tournament. We didn't do too well, like I mentioned before in the last video, in the last tournament, but today I feel a little more confident. I know what's going on. If you never graded anything yourself, this is what you get. You get a little bubble wrapping, you get some other PSA stuff, and you get like your package slips. All right, so if you're ready for this, like I am, we're gonna start off on this side. Oh man, slabs look so cool. Let's just get this out of here. Big thumbs up for PSA graded cards, and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're aware of when new content comes out. So for the first slab, what I'm gonna do is try and cover up the grade. I think this one came back as a 9. Oh, but it is the Espeon from Hidden Fates. This card looks pretty clean. We got a Gem Mint 10 Espeon GX. Now I tried my best to be hypercritical of myself when I submitted these cards, so I didn't waste my submission. That's pretty cool. All right, so the grade is on this side. Here we go. Glaceon GX. All the evolutions look really cool from the set, and we got a 9 Glaceon GX. All right, so comparing this one to the Espeon, I can see why I got a 9. The border here, this side, maybe I just sent this in because I wanted graded evolution cards, but now that I look at it, the right side is grossly larger than the left, so I can see why that one got a 9. Put you over here on that side. All right. Umbreon GX. I think this one got a 10. This one looks like a 10 to me. No, this is a 9. And now again, I can see the top is larger than the bottom. After you get them graded, you just the flaws just pop out a lot harder to you. Okay. Scizor, one of my favorite. I really wanted this one in a 10, and we got a Gem Mint 10. Yes, I really wanted this one to be perfect. That's dope. Okay. Now for these cards, it was really hard for me to determine what the border was gonna be like if it would pass, just because of the the rainbow rares. They're not as distinctive, the borders aren't as distinctive as the regular shinies. So I picked the best two that I could possibly find out of what I got, and I wouldn't be surprised if they came back as, you know, a 9. I only said 2 in, so yeah, this one's a 9. And just by looking at it, I can't even tell what's wrong with it. Maybe the lower right hand corner is a little too tight to the edge. At least that's a 9 though. You know, this one, I mean, looks better. This one should be a 10. And it's a 9. I can't. If you have this card in a 10, please let me know. Send me like a nice picture of it or something, and I'm gonna compare it to mine because I really wanted one of those in a 10. Okay, another card that I really wanted in a 10. I submitted 2, and we hope we hit. And this one's a 9. Okay, so looking at it, I can tell while it's encapsulated, the right side is a lot more tight than the left side. Well, not by a lot more. When I say a lot more, it just means that it was enough for it to not get a 10. Okay, they're all coming back as 9s because the condition of the card is pack fresh. You know, there was little to no handling of the card itself. I sleeved them up right away and put them in rigid protectors, so just complete protection. And this is the last one. Like I said, we want this in a 10, and the reason being is my favorite Pokemon are Charizard, Pikachu, and Mewtwo. That's my top 3. After that, you know, Scizor is up there in the top 5, and then, or Scizor. But let's see. Hopefully this one is a 10, and it is. Baby. Yes. Definitely permanently in my collection for a really long time. Now, I think we have this Lugia GX. I got this in a mystery box, actually. If you look back, I think I paid, they were like $20 mystery packs or something like that, and Lugia was in there, obviously raw, but you know, after inspection and looking at it, I really thought this was like a minty card. If anything, I think it's a 9, and it's a Gem Mint 10. You know, as a Gem Mint 10, I think this one goes for like almost $100. That's super cool. Lugia GX. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep this one in my collection. I mean, Lugia is pretty cool, but I think he just breaks like my top 10 Pokemon. I'm not sure why, but he is pretty cool. And Machamp. Okay, so this card was not in the best condition. Alright, this card is just simply submitted and graded and encapsulated because this first edition Machamp was one of my first holographics, or is my first holographic. When I started collecting, this one was kept sealed till now, until I graded it or sent it in to get graded. I had to break it out of the package, and I don't expect this one to be any better than a 6 or something like that, or 7. Ooh, yep. Excellent condition. And 5. It's because there's, you know, there's chipping. There was a lot of silvering, probably some scratches on the hollow. But you know, it's just for a keepsake and memories of sorts. Now, this Charizard Generations Hollow, it looked pretty good to me. I have no idea what grade this is gonna get. And it's just a near mint 7. Ooh, that's gross. There's some chipping over here in the corner. That's probably why it got a huge ding. That's going on eBay right away. Okay, this is the Charizard GX from Hidden Fates. We're trying to nail a 10 in this. I have plenty of these that need to be sent in. This is just one of my first ones. This one got a 9. Probably the bottom is a you know, a little heavy. Yeah, it's a little bottom heavy there. I'll probably just sell that one. Ooh, okay. So this Charmander shiny, like, I thought it was in impeccable condition. Hopefully this one got a 10, and it did come back as a 10. That's awesome. This one's going in my collection as well, just simply because it's Charmander and it goes in the evolution to Charizard. And it's a pretty cool looking card. Good deal. And the last two. All right, here we go. Probably the only vintage card that I sent in that I owned from my childhood again. I have no idea what grade this one was gonna get. They didn't notate the error, the hollow error in it. But as far as it goes, let's just see what we got. Oh, it's near mint 8. It's probably because of the whitening down here in the corner. In the corners, rather. There's some chipping at the top. So it's probably a generous 8, honestly. Mitsuhiro Arita. First edition Zapdos. I'm keeping that one. And then this one, I really want one of these as a 10. And this is the best one that I had in my collection. I'll even keep it as a 9 more than likely, just because I remember picking these up from the movie theater myself. It came back as a 9. Can't be upset with that. I'm not sure what the exact flaw is on this, to be honest. Maybe looking in the light now, there might be something wrong with this corner here, but a 9, I'm happy with that. So after this, I'm gonna end up opening up some Cosmic Eclipse, and I'll let you know how I did at the tournament. All right, so I'm back. Good news, bad news. Good news, I had a lot of fun. All right, I met some people from a Facebook group that I'm in. A buddy of mine got 4th place. The bad news is I didn't place in the top 8 again. All right, I had probably the best pre-release kit that I could get. I'm gonna show that list off to you right now. And I made some crucial mistakes. On top of that, I had to play Bane for my 3rd game, which was not an ideal situation, because if we're both trying to, you know, place and get as many packs as possible, you don't want to knock out your friend or give them a loss, because it's a point system. The more wins you have, obviously, the higher you are on the ranking, and losing that round meant some trouble for me. So some more bad news is they didn't have any more pre-release kits to sell. Okay, so instead I'm gonna open up 2 Hidden Fates tins that I managed to snag this morning from Target. So we're not at a complete loss here for openings, but let's go over this list first. Okay, so I was super stoked. I had so much draw power, meaning I was able to pull cards and look on my list and get cards that I needed to, you know, potentially win the match, which was going pretty well for the first 2 games. Okay, I played a total of 5 games, played the first 2, absolutely crushed it. And then after that is when, you know, I went in through a landslide. So this is the list here. I had the Fione again as my promo card. All right, Duskull, Piplup. I could have probably replaced these water types with something better, but I had Psychic Pokemon as the majority, and the reason being is Duskull evolves into eventually the 3rd form, Dusknoir. But these 2 Pokemon are extremely, you know, they were awesome in the pre-release format, because Dusknoir or Dusclops can disable a Pokemon, meaning they can disable. You use disable, it does 20 damage, and you pick a move of your opponent's active Pokemon to disable, so they can't use that move on the next turn. And then Dusknoir pops 60, and then the next turn he can do double. Right? It's 60 plus 60 equals 120, and that was a majority of my deck. But the main reason why is because I had this awesome card here. Let me pull it out for you. I had the Sol Galeo and Lunala GX card in my boosters. Now, aside from this card looking completely awesome, I'm loving these alternate arts. The card isn't that bad. Alright, 230 damage popped, and then if you have Lily's full force, it negates all damage and effects of your opponent's Pokemon attacks. So this was kind of my go-to. I probably focused a little bit too much on that, and you know what? I lost. Okay, and I don't mind too much, because if you don't take the loss for what it is and learn from it, you're never going to improve. So I'm a strong believer in, you know, being happy that you lost. Okay, you lost because you're not the best, and there's something for you to learn. There's something for you to gain still, and that's the mindset that I'm trying to have. It's the mindset I'm trying to keep. And you know what? Let's see how far we go from here, because I mean, the next tournament I go to is going to be a standard tournament. I'm going to be using my Pikarom deck. Well, it's a toss-up between Pikarom and the Mewtwo Mew deck. So now, all in all, Pokemon TCG is still fun. Definitely going to be going to more tournaments. Hopefully you see me at Worlds. Never know. Just got to keep grinding it out. And with that, let's go ahead and crack into these tins, okay? So on this side we got one Raichu tin, and this side we got the other. Let's see what we pull. As always, I think I mentioned it before, but please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, especially if you want to see more card codes, because these things are freaking valuable. I mean, you get to go online and get a free booster pack, and I know some of you that might be snagging them, selling them on those apps and whatnot, but I digress. It's none of my business. Therefore, whoever grabs them, so you can do whatever you want. Misty's Determination, Jinx, Pokemon Center Lady, Eevee, Clefairy, Caterpie, Ekans, Paris. Oh, and a Glaceon GX full art. You know, we didn't win the tournament, but you know, we got another Glaceon, and this one doesn't look top heavy or anything. I know our one that was graded is a little bit on the heavy side, on the border, and that's just enough for it to stop it from getting a perfect grade. So before I send anything else, now that I have examples of what they consider a perfect 10, especially cards like these, the ones that I already own, I have a huge advantage by just doing a side-by-side comparison. So that's a good deal. Glaceon GX, if we're trying to get PSA 10s of all the evolutions, you know, that's a pretty good start. Just quick look at it, that one looks pretty good, so it's pretty dope. Not a bad pull, kind of cheered me up a little bit. Here we go. 1, 2, 3 to the 4 to the front. Lightning Energy, Metapod, Jinx, Magmar, Caterpie, Yakins, Paris, Charmander, Slowpoke poking, and the Snorlax looking all sleepy with the Charizard GX. And again, the cuts just keep getting better and better on this, but this one is a little tight to the right. But you know what? It's a Charizard. And Charizard is our mascot. Yeah, I know. A lot of people hype him up, but he really is legitimately one of my favorite Pokemon. Number 1, in fact, so I'm sorry. I enjoy the dragon. What is that? Pack number 3 of the first 10. That was absolutely amazing. Honestly. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Psychic Psychic Energy, Koga's Trap, Lieutenant Surge's Strategy, Coughing, Paris, Cubone, Voltorb, Geodude. Ooh, I don't have many of these. An Electrode, non-holographic. You know, looking at some of these Pokemon that are coming out in Cosmic Eclipse, like the fighting types and the grass types, I really feel like Pokemon is trying to, you know, change up the meta right now. And it's pretty exciting being a new player and seeing how fast-paced the game can be with all the different types of Pokemon available. It's kind of crazy. I'm just gonna burn through this one. Got a Steel Energy and Blaine's Last Stand as a whack. Rare. There goes your code. That was 10 number 1. Let's get into the last one. Wrap this up a little bit quicker than normal. I like opening the 10s because there's only 4 packs in them. I mean, I feel like I can do 2, and the pull rate is a little bit, you know, better maybe. Well, I take that back because the 10 that we opened yesterday was straight doo-doo. This one is already better with a full art. Missy's Determination, Scyther, Caterpie, Eevee, Ekans, Charmander, Saya, and a Buzzwole GX. Full art. Jesse and James holographic right behind. Cool. That's going in the trade binder. Pretty sure. Here we go. This is a lot better than yesterday. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put you off to the side. And you off to the side. 1. Water Energy. Yep. Raiders. We've got Weezing and Butterfree. Excelente. Compadre. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. To the front. Dark Energy. Okay. Metapod and Sabrina Suggestion. Cubone, Bone. Geodude. Slowpoke. The Fairy. Ooh, a GX and an Onix GX. Sick. Reverse Hollow. Voltorb. I think we still, actually I was looking over my binder, we need a reverse hollow Jigglypuff and we need a reverse holographic Graveler. And I don't think I've ever pulled those. I'm pretty certain actually, with 100% certainty. So it'd be really nice to pull one of those still. I think I got the hookup on some potential Ultra Balls or Great Balls. I'm not sure which one. This guy wanted to trade some PSA 7, 8, and 9 slabs for a few. So I might actually pick those up. You know, because I've enjoyed the slabs. And the slabs meaning the PSA graded cards. If, you know, if it goes through, then I'll definitely be opening some more Hidden Fates until Cosmic Eclipse comes. Which we're going to be going on a frenzy with. Because that set is straight fire with all the character full arts and whatnot. So stay tuned for that. If anything, just subscribe so you can see that future content. So I hope you enjoyed this video, the PSA opening, the Hidden Fates 10s. And my name is Reggie Kay. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.